Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm the director of Jack Goes to Work, which is a short film we're creating for the Straight 8 film competition. Straight 8 is a competition that's been running for over 25 years, and it really does bring what I call the magic back into filmmaking. You can't take a shot twice. The moment you roll the camera, that's what you have. You can't edit it in post. It's very much an analog process, which is really beautiful. It reminds me as to why I fell in love with film. The idea of the film is following Jack, who is actually my colleague at work and friend of mine, and he's always just been such a funny guy.
Fudge! Fudge!
Hi, I'm Jack Adair. Used to be a professional actor, and I'm now actually a friend and colleague of Aron, who, when we were on a business trip in Poland, actually came up to me with an idea, a festival which I hadn't heard of before, called Straight 8, and it sounded awesome and a big challenge, so I was more than happy to kind of put the acting shoes back on and get back into it.
I've always wanted to work with him and just channel that energy he has at work and see it on the screen. And so we made this film called Jack Goes to Work, and it's a fun kind of satire way of looking at how corporate life can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming when you have so much work to do, but then it's looking at the idea of escapism and how powerful things are, like art and music, as to escaping from reality for a short period of time and really being transported into another world, and just having a lot of fun with that idea.
I think the story's awesome because deep down everyone's had a day at work, whether it's in an office or somewhere, where you have just wanted to let loose and kick your monitor across the room. And I actually got a chance to do that this time, as well as launch a keyboard, throw documents everywhere. So yeah, I've wanted to do that many, many times, and now I got to do it for real.
We've collaborated with a friend of mine called Kay Sparks over in America, who's an incredible hip-hop artist who I actually made a documentary for back when I was a teenager, and we're really fortunate to be partnering with him. And of course, this is a film that incorporates virtual production, and it would have been impossible without the incredible team and talent at Racquet Studios, who have this amazing facility here in Eastbourne. And we've managed to do things that you would never think would be possible on a Straight 8 film, and thanks to this incredible facility and the talented people here.
Inherently working in virtual film production, you find yourself working in quite innovative ways with new technologies. So this felt like a one-off opportunity to really try something different and fun. Yeah, we jumped at it as a team.
I think we always understood that the Straight 8 film competition is difficult, but we didn't really understand what that meant until we started getting going with this project, because there are so many elements and challenges we had, but also just shooting a sequence that on paper it seems quite simple. We have 3 shots, but actually one of those shots is a minute and 35 seconds of dancing, and to be able to shoot that in one take, not make a mistake, synchronize different virtual environments, switch between them, switch between lighting, and just make sure that everything goes successfully in that take was incredibly challenging, but hugely rewarding once it all came together.
In terms of it being a one-shot thing, it's interesting because when you act for screen and film, the acting style you've got to do is very different. You've got to be aware of how close and far away the camera is from you in terms of your movements. But the fact it's on film and it's one take, that's more of a kind of stage, whatever happens, and you have to go with it. So it's really exciting because the pressure's there. You have to do it. If you don't get it right, you've got to come up with something pretty quickly and to keep it going.
And one of the ways that we overcame the issue with having to deal with film that we didn't know how long each take was and synchronizing audio was actually by combining a modern camera with a vintage camera. So we had a vintage Super 8 camera, which had a PowerShot V10, so a Canon mini camera on the top. And so the digital camera was not only giving us a type of proxy of what the final film would look like, the audio of that camera would tell us exactly when the film started to roll and when it ended. And then we would use that audio to create a timeline which would give us a rough idea as to where the audio would go and where the sync points would be throughout the film. The really cool thing is there's actually over 50 years between the vintage camera we used as well as the PowerShot camera on top of it. So that's really a cool combination of seeing two completely different technologies work together on the same project.
Well done everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Didn't go as far.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.